Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Marketing Coffee House and our coffee chat for the week. Coming to you from not so sunny Western Pennsylvania. We have, let's see what we got going on here with our weather 13 degrees. So that is up from -7 yesterday morning. So I guess you could kind of call this a heat wave that we have going on here in PA. Jill, welcome. Good to see you. Um, Hello, Tracy. Just to review the format for today. As always, I have a topic that I'm going to talk about for a brief period of time, 5 or 10 minutes. You guys are welcome, anybody that's watching live, to place your comments in the chat, and I'll address those and answer any questions that you might have as we go. So, but I'm excited about today's topic. Email marketing is something that I've been doing for quite a long time, and I really enjoy it. I think it's a good way to build a business. So what we're going to do today is more of a beginner's approach, and then if anybody wants to go beyond that in the comments, that's fine. But we're going to kind of just go through step by step, what it takes to market your business with email marketing. So first of all, you need something to market. Hey Renee, how you doing? Good to see you guys. So first of all, you need something to market. That might be a product, it might be a service. You might just be wanting to build your brand. So you kind of got to think about what it is that you want to market. So I guess I'll use one of my things as an example. And hey Tim, and we'll just kind of use that as an example. All right. So one of the things that I market is my email marketing challenge. So I have a challenge, and people go through the various steps, and it teaches you about email marketing. So so the first thing you got to do is you need an email marketing program. Some people call it an autoresponder. And then within that program, and this is going to be pretty much the same no matter what program you use. I use SendPulse, and I really like it. And to be honest, I've tried several, and they're all roughly the same. So the first thing you need is a list. What's your list going to be that you want to add people into this list that you're then going to market to them via email? So in my case, my list might be called Email Marketing Challenge. Simple. All right. So the next thing you need is a lead capture form. So that's going to be a form that you would create within your email marketing program, and it's going to have at a minimum a few simple things on it. You want to get the person's name, and a lot of times I just ask for their name. I don't necessarily say first name, last name. Sometimes people don't want to give their last name, but at a minimum you want a name so that you can address people by name, and you also want their email address, of course. So the first thing is going to be to create a lead capture form, and that's just going to collect that information. The second step is going to be you need some kind of lead capture page, generally speaking. So that's going to be something that's a little bit more elaborate than the form, that's going to actually tell people, what it is that you want them. Why do you want them to fill this form out in the first place? So so I might have a lead capture page for my marketing. I'm going to be like looking off to the side here at my other screen. So my lead capture page says free email list building challenge. Join me for the next 30 days, et cetera, et cetera. And this is what you get by filling out the form that I have here for you. And I'm just noticing that my form doesn't have the person's name on it. And, sometimes, sometimes if you don't ask for the name, people are a little bit more likely to fill out your form. If you do ask the name, they're a little bit less likely. The more information you want from them, the less likely they are to fill out the form, unless they're super, super interested. So anyway, my form just asks for the email address. So I have a lead capture page that says, hey, this is what I'm doing. If you fill out my form, this is what you'll get. So that's your lead capture page. So then before you start advertising your lead capture page, because that's where you're going to send people to this page where they're going to see what you're doing and see the form at the bottom to fill that out. But before you start advertising that page, you need to have your email series set up within your autoresponder, within your email marketing program. So, and I think I did a chat, if you look in the videos, about, let me just look real quick, because this is informal. I don't need to be too formal about this presentation. So if you look in the videos, let me see here. Nope, not that one. Oh, well, I don't want to take up too much of your time here. So yes. Okay. So the live video that I did on January 18th was about how to write an effective email series. So you're going to want to check that out as well if you want to get involved in this email challenge. So you got to have your series of letters set up. And so this today's chat isn't about the series, it's about the fact that you need a series. So the first thing was the lead capture. You needed to create a list in your program. Second, create a lead capture form. Third, create a lead capture page. And then fourth, set up your autoresponder email series. So those are the things that you need to do in order to do the email marketing. So then the next thing is you're going to begin to advertise and building your email list. So you're going to advertise the link to your lead capture page. And by doing that, you could do that on social media, however you advertise things. And there was also a chat that I did, I think, early in January about social media marketing. So whether you do it on social media, however you do that, you're going to advertise the link to this lead capture page. So you're going to say something like, hey, I have this really great email list building challenge. I think you're going to like it. Click here and check it out. So then they click there, they go to the capture page, and they fill out your form, and now they're automatically added to your list, and your automated email series kicks into action. So those are basically the steps that you need to know in order to do this. So Tracy asks, how many emails should be in the series? I like somewhere around 7-ish. I don't think that there's a set rule. I have read some stuff in the past about marketing, about email marketing, where they said that most people need to see something 7 times before they actually act on it. So and it depends on what you're doing as well, Tracy, because like in my email marketing challenge, my follow-up emails are in large part training on how to do the challenge and how to market. So that might be a little bit different than if I'm selling a product and I have a follow-up series related to that product. So, but if you check out that video from the middle of January about writing an effective series, I think also there's a link there to my blog article that expands on that as well. So hopefully that answered your question. Tim asks, marketing towards pastors, etc., regarding his church auditing, Do I want to guide them into an email series or to my main landing page or to the page that has a pop-up for the email address? Okay, so Tim, you said a mouthful. A few things. So here's how you think about it. A lot of people don't make a purchase decision on the first viewing of something. So, Tim, in your case, I wouldn't necessarily recommend, saying, here's a link to my auditing page, go check it out. They may or may not do anything about that. It's a good idea to set up a capture form, and with your capture form, you want to be giving something. You want to give them a reason to fill out your form, and usually there's a gift or what we call a freebie or something involved. So Tim, you might say, hey, fill out my form and you'll get this guide about fraud in churches. So then when they fill that out, they go onto your email list, and the first email they get is this guide to fraud. Then maybe another email they get with some other valuable information. And at some point, and this goes back to that video that I did in January about the series, at some point you're going to sell to them. So, but now they've begun to trust you. So, it's a good idea to make that capture. And then you also mentioned about a pop-up with a place to put an email address. And that's just another way to quote unquote advertise your form. So someone comes to your website and then they get a pop-up, and maybe on mine it says, so I have a website about marketing. So maybe they get a pop-up that says, hey, if you really like my marketing site, you might want to join my email challenge. And then, they would fill out that form and go on your email challenge list that way. So there's lots of different ways to capture the email addresses and get them into the list. And then this automated email marketing kicks in. Tracy, good. I'm glad that answered your question. Renee, how do I get added to your challenge? I'm going to post the link to the challenge. I guess I'll do that right now. So here's the deal on this link, so you guys know. That does lead to my capture page and to the capture form. You need to fill that out and get onto my list. And the reason that is because then you're going to receive a series of emails over the next 30 days from me explaining how to do the challenge and how to market. And then the idea with this email challenge is I give a very specific set of instructions over this 30-day period. And you're actually going to learn in this email challenge how to promote the email challenge. And you'll learn more about that whenever you get into it. But the whole idea of the email challenge, and the reason I call it a challenge, is through setting up this one series and this whole set of automation, as you go through the challenge, you're going to learn how to set up things for yourself. So you're going to start whenever you do the challenge by setting up an automated email series for the email challenge. But while you're doing that, you're going to learn how to use the program. You're going to learn how to create letters and all that kind of stuff. So then you might want to, at some point, you don't have to wait till the end of the 30 days to say, okay, I'm going to now add a second list to my email marketing program called Renee's product that I'm selling, whatever. And then you're going to be able to create a capture page for that, and you're going to be able to create your own emails for that. And you're going to learn through the email challenge how to market really what it is that you want to be marketing, which is either your product or service. So I'm gonna look here. Okay, so you're welcome, Renee. Tim has some good comments. I want to add one more thing. So the whole idea of email marketing is to create a relationship, to provide information to your customers and prospects, to stay in touch with them. So, but you got to be careful too, because if I create a list for the email marketing challenge and I send out an advertisement and say, fill out my form and join my email marketing challenge, I cannot send that same list of people stuff about my vitamins that I'm selling. Okay, that's called spam. If you send people something that they didn't ask for, they asked for email marketing challenge, they did not ask for vitamins. So, however, if I have a list for my vitamin sales, or let's use Tim for example. So if Tim has a list for church fraud, right? He can email them anything even, loosely related to church fraud. And so he threw in the comments here, fraud of the week. That is a great way to then keep in touch with that email list. So you're going to keep in touch with your email list on a regular basis, but every once in a while you're going to sell to them also, or even in your emails. You can put stuff at the bottom of the email. So Tim might send a weekly email to his list about the fraud of the week, but at the bottom he might have a little image that says, are you concerned about fraud? Click here. And then that's not really part of his message, but it's down there at the bottom. You see it all the time when you get emails. And then somebody might click on that and go to Tim's website and see what he's doing and say, I really trust him. He sends me this fraud of the week every week. He's a good guy. So this is how it all goes. In the email marketing challenge, Renee, yeah, I think it is a good way to get started, especially if you're new to email marketing. So a couple of things. In the email marketing challenge, the first email you get, I think, is going to send you to my blog, which takes you through all the steps of doing the challenge. At the bottom of that blog post, I reference a bunch of other articles because this is it's not just one thing, it's not one dimensional. So, I have a bunch of different articles that you can look at then. Lead generation on social media, creating a social media plan, building Twitter, 5 things to know about a lead magnet, 5 ways to combine email and Facebook marketing. So there's different articles, and also as you get these emails from me over the 30-day period, there's also going to be different articles and tips and things like that to help you through the challenge and with your marketing. Anybody that signs up for the email marketing challenge from this video, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. That's probably the best way, Facebook Messenger, with any questions that you have, and I'll be happy to help you. So, all right. So thank you guys so much for all of the comments and the interaction today. That was awesome. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being in the group and contributing. So I don't see any other comments. I'm going to go ahead and close. As always, this video will be posted under the videos and also under announcements for the next week. If you're watching this at a later time, feel free to add to the comments and continue the conversation throughout the week. So I will see you guys next Friday.